So this one's called Sorry, Mary Lou. I've always said sorry too much, so sorry if that gets annoying to hear. I think my tendency to over-apologize stems from an overwhelming feeling of discomfort in almost any situation where awkwardness might reach or attach to my person. Someone runs into me in the hallway, and though the fault is clearly theirs, I feel compelled to confess my regret. I wish I had the strength to keep in my remorse, but sorry, my culpability, or rather, my responsibility, is sealed. I've been trying to apologize less often. I've been trying to have the composure to keep myself from compulsively seeking absolution from everyone I meet. When I say sorry, I wish it would mean something other than the knee-jerk response to any discomfort I encounter. Sometimes I say it instead of hello. This summer, I said it instead of goodbye, but I wish she knew I meant it. At 10:41 p.m. on Tuesday, June 4th, my mom's sister, Mary Lou Risen, died. She was in a coma for 3 days, and life support was removed when it was evident brain function had stopped 3 days before. When I arrived at the hospital, it took me a few hours before I was able to enter the ICU room. It was a hard threshold to cross. Mary Lou was sleeping in her bed. She was about to open her eyes and say something that would leave everyone crying with laughter. She was the master of dry witticism, the high priestess of the subtle one-liner. Her humor was forgiving, self-deprecating, and bright. She never ever wanted to be the center of attention in anyone's, and perhaps even her own. But here, she was with the people she loved most, crying all over her, and unable to rise from her hospital bed and point out, as we all wish she could, that she'd been meaning to comb her hair, but for these damn tubes. Mary Lou, so you can know the type of observational comic we're dealing with here, had on earlier occasion told us that after seeing all these girls wearing shorts that had pink written across both butt cheeks, thought she could get supercalifragilisticexpialidocious on hers. Mary Lou didn't open her eyes to reproach those assembled to witness, however reluctantly, her inability to joke away these last awkward private moments. I held her hand. It was warm. I told her I was sorry without thinking. Since that day, I've spent a lot of time thinking about Mary Lou. She had a small house to herself crammed with treasures, built of quiet devotion to her family, her garden, and her students. I'd like to think she would have wanted me to call her more often, to share with her the stupid things that happen to me and how I respond awkwardly to them. But I don't know if I believe that. I would have been the lucky one calling her and talking to her. I would have felt guilty taking up her time. Still, I wish I'd called her, just for my own selfish reasons. But all I can say now is I'm sorry, Mary Lou. I've tried to be more careful about saying sorry, but it still slips out, and I really mean it. I think about Mary Lou.